Kenny, a short break. How does it feel being back and ready for the game?
Yep, looking forward to tomorrow night. Obviously, it was a quick turnaround holiday-wise for the end of the season to being back in, but it was obviously needed. The fact we've got this game so early, so yeah, it's been three and a half weeks good work, and really looking forward to a full house at Ibrox tomorrow night, and looking forward to the game.
The fact you've not been off for very long, does that mean fitness levels are still pretty high amongst everyone?
Pretty much. I mean, you're not going to lose too much over that short break. I'm sure lads like me as well probably done a little bit as well in that 2 weeks. So we've came back in good shape, and obviously been able to get right down to the work that the manager wanted to do in preparation for this game and the up and coming games hopefully. So it's been a good 3 weeks.
What does it mean to be back in European football with Rangers 6 years since the last game at Ibrox?
Yeah, obviously it was always going to be a long road back. I had the opportunity, obviously, 2 seasons ago to win the Scottish Cup and achieve it there, but we kind of fell at that last hurdle there. But getting it again, not exactly how we wanted to achieve it last season in terms of finishing third, but it's another small step to getting us back to where we want to be, which is ultimately winning leagues, winning trophies, and having these Champions League nights again. So this is it's a big achievement for us to be back. Obviously it's a long way, a long road for us to make it in the group stages, but it's one that gives us an opportunity to build a bit of confidence, hopefully get to the latter rounds, and who knows, you could a wee bit of luck, a good draw here or there, and some obviously performances getting better as we move forward. We're quite confident, looking forward to the challenge.
So it's obviously a really difficult year last year, but there's been some good news over the summer, a lot of new signings. Does it feel like there's a different sort of vibe around the club now? Well,
obviously we're optimistic going into the season. Obviously it was a disappointing and frustrating year last year, so it was always going to be a lot of kind of comings and goings. Again, which I've said all along is not probably the ideal way to prep for a new season, but it's definitely needed. So in terms of new vibe, everybody's still not in yet. Obviously they've been coming in kind of dribs and drabs. There's been Fabio, Dalcio and Ryan have pretty much been in for the get-go. Obviously Eduardo, Alfredo, Daniel, who's our signer? Bruno obviously still away, playing, working hard, and I think Carlos as well. Yeah. So obviously they've been coming in. I mean, they've been in. I think that's me, Alfredo, maybe 10 days ago. So they're getting up to speed, getting obviously how the manager works. Once I think everybody's in, and again there's rumours every other day about new signings coming as well. It's important we get the squad that's going to be ready to attack the season together as soon as we can, and get ready to full complement of players, fully fit and up to speed and ready to go.
It's always one of these tricky ones. You guys are still coming in, as you say, but your first game up is potentially one of the most crucial ones you'll face the whole season. I mean, how easy is it to handle the pressure aspect of that?
Well, listen, again, we've got our squad here. Our squad's pretty much here that would finished the last game of the season. So you add to that the lads who have been in for the get-go. Like I said, Fabio, Dalcio and Ryan have been in. I think maybe missed 3 or 4 days at the start, but they've been in pretty much for the get-go, so they're ready and up to speed. So you add that to the existing squad already. We're going to be more than prepared for the game tomorrow night, and then hopefully there'll be another few added to the squad for the next round if we get there. So it's listen, we're in no bad place. Like I said, we've had 3 and a half good weeks work in preparation for this. We've now been able to actually look at the opponents as well this week, which is good to see where their strengths lie, kind of how they play, style of play, where we can get at them. So we've done that this week as well. So like I said, we're going into it fully prepared and looking forward to it.
And just from a personal point of view, I think your last game in Europe was against Bursaspor, I think.
That's right,
yeah. How does it feel personally to be back playing at that
Delighted,
stage?
absolutely delighted. It's when I left 6 years ago, it's probably, I thought I maybe not got an opportunity to play, particularly at the club again, but to play at this at European level, whether it be Europa League or Champions League. So yeah, I'm thoroughly looking forward to a full house tomorrow night. I mean, the fans deserve these nights. They've been through a lot in the last 5-6 years. So it's players have been, lads have been through the duration. Big Waldo's been here for the start of the journey back. So I'm sure he's spoke quite a lot about how much it means to him to be back in Europe as well. So yeah, everybody's looking forward to it. It'll be a special night, good return to Europe, and hopefully the right result.
You've said all the new players aren't in yet, but for the players that have been here already, what's it like when there are so many changes to a squad over the summer?
Well, for players, it creates more competition, which is what is always good. It's always healthy. I mean, it's probably something we've not had that like to the level it should be in the last few years. So to get the influx of that amount of players is always going to create bigger numbers and more competition. And ultimately, there'll be how many people that may move on, which again has been reported in the last kind of week or so about players maybe coming and going. So that's just the kind of nature of football. But the managers felt he needed to strengthen in certain areas and strengthen a lot. So he's went out and he's done a lot of good business early, which is, as I said, the earlier we can get them in, the better it's going to be for us in preparation for the season ahead.
The manager obviously knows the players quite well, but for everyone else, the players that we don't know that well, how have they been settling in?
Well, they've been settling fine. As I said, they've been coming in over the last 3 weeks, kind of dribs and drabs, but the lads have been, it's a good place to come. There's good people surrounding the club that are always going to make you feel welcome. It's a great bunch of lads that are already here anyway, so it's always going to be easy enough for lads to settle in. The only maybe small issues we've got is obviously the language thing, which I'm sure will be addressed throughout the course of the season, because there's communication huge, particularly when you're in a 50,000 environment where it's right noisy and you can barely hear yourself think, never mind can I speak. So you need to be able to communicate with your teammate next to you, in front of you. So it's that's something I'll probably have to get better as the season goes on.
Is that something you've looked to try and address in the first few weeks? I mean,
I'm trying to learn a few different phrases, yeah. So
I mean, how do you go about that? I mean, talking to the guys.
Listen, see when you're in the heat of the battle as well, you're not actually thinking about having to. You're probably supposed to be screaming things, and they'll know they might be looking at you thinking, "What's this guy saying?" But it's something that definitely needs to improve, because it's a crucial part of any team sport, communicating. So it's something I'm sure the lads will look to. And even as I said, all joking aside, we're just looking to get wee words or wee phrases that you can pass on, football terminology that'll help them when. And like I said, in the heat of that battle, where you can maybe throw a wee phrase that somebody might understand. It's only a wee one-liner, it might help. So the lads are always kind of picking things up as well as we go along.